Hi, we've talked about creating the cash flow statement, but there's one more step that makes it so easy to actually put the data in. And if you look on your template that I handed out where you're filling it with information from your company, you'll notice that on the assets and liabilities of the balance sheet, I have things in a particular order. So I always like to use that same order, starting with accounts receivable, inventory, prepaid expense, temporary investments. And then on the liability side, I would like to keep um, accounts payable, accrued expense, and deferred revenue as close together as possible. And then once I go down to the cash flow statement, all I have to do is take those with those same lines in. So I want the lines, the labels, to be identical to what I've already got in the balance sheet. And then all I have to do is put them in the same order. Let's not make this complicated. Put them in the same order, and then go down account by account by account for 7 accounts. You've already put in the net income, depreciation. You put in those 7 accounts. You've created the cash flow from operations. It is so simple. But if you don't use a trick like this, and the statements from the companies that you're studying, they frequently, you wonder where they got their accounting degrees because they make the thing so difficult to analyze or to even copy so that the whole thing balances. But really, especially when you get to where you're working for a company, right now we can only see from the outside these different statements that companies are making in the 10K. But when you're working for a company, you see all of the data. You can organize it in the order I'm suggesting, and then creating the cash flow statement. You can do this with formulas in Excel so that you don't even type anything into the cash flow statement. As soon as you have the balance sheet in, the cash flow statement populates itself. So remember that trick because it can save you a lot of headache and time by putting those together so that they're identical in both statements in the order, and then using the rules that the assets they're mentioning again there, rules 3 and 4. Yes, 4 and 5. In column 3, rules 4 and 5, if it's an asset, like accounts receivable, calculate the last period minus this year. Last year minus this year is the formula. And then if it's a liability, like accounts payable, the calculation is this year minus last year. Again, you can put that formula in, and then Excel is going to do all the calculations for you. I hope this helps a lot and that you're ready to really excel in your preparation of a cash flow statement. It's a valuable asset to have in your job.